Good morning, everybody. Welcome to December 3rd.
Vlogmas on Sunday morning.
Yes, and it's church day, so we got to go to church.
We're going to take you guys with us, but before we
First, jelly time.
jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Right? Yes, December 3rd.
Number 3.
Here, I'll hold it. You punch. Well,
let me find it first. I got to get my own. Okay, there it is on the bottom. Right, here we go. Number 3. Here we go. See what it is. I'm struggling. Can I borrow your glasses?
The time has come.
Banana spread.
And how many of you yesterday when I was at the grocery store, or maybe that's on today's video. Is that today's? Anyway, how many of you, it was yesterday's video. How many of you on yesterday's video were screaming at me when I was at the grocery store?
Get the bread.
Get the bread for the jelly. Get the bread for the jelly. Guess what? I forgot. But I did happen to find that I had some plain crackers. And that's definitely a spread versus a jelly. And you said it was apricot and banana?
Take your microphone off.
Be careful. They can hear you touching it.
That's really good.
It's good?
Those two flavors meld together really good.
I'm going to try it plain.
Apricot and bananas don't sound well together. You're reading it to make sure I read it correctly?
It's interesting.
Here, hold that and talk to him while I finish it
We
off.
need to just lay it down here on the...
Yeah, that's good. Lay it down right there. Okay. All right, last time. I'm going to try it one more time. You can taste the fruit particles.
Yeah, and there's a tartness.
Yes. And a sweetness.
With a significant sweetness.
Tartness comes from the apricots.
Yeah.
But then the banana, man. So I give it a thumbs up.
I mean, and I don't, usually banana flavor is super strong.
Yeah.
Like overpowering strong. I don't get that from the banana in here. I mean, I get the hint of the combination, but not like an overpowering banana.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I am like so impressed with this. This has probably been one of my favorite advent calendars yet.
Some of the viewers asked where you got that.
Amazon. This one came from Amazon. And the cheese one that we do at night, I found at Sam's. So, yep. So anyway, we are going to get started with the day. We got to get to church. We have a birthday party today. My uncle, who is much like a father-in-law to Bryant, is turning 90 tomorrow on December 4th, which that'll be the day you're seeing it. So December 4th.
And then after that, we got to go get Isaac's truck, whose tire blew out last night on the way home.
Yep.
So we may record that for you. And just a hodgepodge of stuff today.
Yep. Not a whole lot other than just church activities and a birthday party and pretty simple day. So,
Yep.
All right. Well, we will see you at some point today. Where's
later,
my
guys.
little thing? Okay, everyone. We're here at church. I wanted to show you we're the first ones to arrive. And it's an empty parking lot minus our car. But in just a little bit, that parking lot will be slammed full.
Usually we get here, unlock some things, turn some things on, turn the coffee on because we do a little coffee nook. Today, I think, since it's the first Sunday of Advent, I think we're having donuts in the coffee nook. And just to make, sometimes people rush out the door, they don't get something to eat. And I know some of you, when I said coffee and donuts, you totally checked out because you don't think that goes with church. But
we have a little room in the back called the coffee nook. And that's where when people come into Sunday school and to service, they can grab them back in the back. They can go get them a donut and some coffee.
But in just a moment, the parking lot behind us will be full of people wanting to go deeper with Jesus and to have a day of worship. And so, hey, come along with us. You probably won't see any of this service on here. You can go check it out on our Browers Wesleyan Facebook page. But today's going to be a good day. We're talking about the power of empowerment through God. And we're coming from an Old Testament scripture in Zechariah. And I know your heart's going to be blessed with this. I'll give you a recap when we get home.
Hey, guess what else we got happening today?
We have your uncle's 90th birthday
No,
party.
I mean here at church.
Oh, we've got 24 people joining in membership this morning.
Yep.
So that's going to be a great day. They've been worshiping with us, some for about 2 years, 3 years, some for only 5 weeks. They've only been with us about 5 weeks, and they are so excited about the spirit they have found here that they want to be a part of it. And so that excites us too.
All right, we'll see you at some point today. Okay, guys, we were invited out to eat by some church friends. And so we went out to eat at Kickback Jack's, our local place that you have probably seen quite a bit. And there is going, I don't know if we're going to get to see any of it or not, but there is a motorcycle ride that comes through here. It's a Toys for Tots motorcycle ride, but I think we've missed it. So here comes a few of them, but anyway. All right. So let's head to a birthday party for my uncle who is 90 years old. Going into this birthday party.
This is the original church.
The original church.
They turned into Fellowship Hall.
This is where my uncle goes to church, Mount Lebanon. Birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Hope, happy birthday to you. Yay!
That's a good one. Happy birthday, your happiness always. Happy birthday, we love you and try and love you, man.
Don't spend them all in one place.
You got to go 90 places.
I want it to make it look thick, you know?
Makes you feel like you got
That's
love.
right.
We're about to head out because my kids are being crazy. Bye, Mom. We're heading out. Bye, I love you.
Thank y'all so much for coming.
Well, last night Isaac was coming home from a little side job in Charlotte where he's doing some fencing business. He called and said, "Dad, I got a problem." I said, "What's that, son?" He said, "I got a flat tire." And sure enough, here it is, old Bessie on the side of the road. And she had a blowout. Look at there. So I came over here last night about midnight, tried to help him get it going, didn't have a spare. I called AAA, and the AAA was so backed up last night that they couldn't get out here to us. It was going to be a 2 to 3 hour wait. So knowing today was Sunday, I had to preach today. I said, "Son, let's go home. We'll leave it on the side of the road." We hung a white bag out the window. We've come back to get it today. And looks like our state troopers have left the date on here, December the 3rd, to signify that they found us on December the 3rd. But we're back here now. Leslie and I have come back. Isaac has gone to run some errands, and we're waiting on AAA. They're going to be here in about 15 minutes. We're going to get it home, get a tire on it first thing in the morning, and get her back on the road. This is just life. I will say, though, AAA is usually prompt and does a great job, and well worth, I think it's $150 we pay a year. This will be the second time we've had to have a vehicle towed this year. So with these two tows, it has paid for itself.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
It feels like we haven't filmed a whole lot today, but it's been an action-packed day.
We have done a lot of things. I'm not sure how much we've captured.
I don't know what time it is, but it's like we're just now getting home.
I think it's about 8 o'clock.
Yeah. And I mean, what did we have to show for it?
Yeah. We left this morning at 7:30, and we're just now getting home. Hang on.
Yep.
I don't want to mess you guys up, but hang on. Alexa, what time is it?
Sorry, I know
The
all
time
your
is 6:21 p.m.
6:21. It's
Well,
dark.
earlier.
It's dark outside.
Earlier than what you thought, but still.
A little misconceiving, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm just,
Misconceiving, is that a word?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. Hey, but anyway, hey, guess what time it is?
Cheese time.
Cheese time.
Because I'm ready to relax.
All right, we're ready to chill out. Day number 3 is what we're looking for. Let me get my eye on it. Right here it is. Day number 3. Go ahead and punch it, Mom. Oh!
Ow.
They get you?
Scare me.
Got her.
All right, so far all the cheeses have been white cheeses.
All right, that looks like a white cheese. Which is, that's a long one.
It is a long one.
Smoky
Cheddar.
Smoky cheddar. I can tell you now, we're going to like this.
We're going to like this one. Well, I hope we're going to like it. I don't know. We might not.
It smells smoky. It does smell smoky. Okay. All right, here we go. Cut her a small piece. Cut me a small piece. I don't see any pepper. I don't see anything. It's okay.
Not my favorite.
Not my favorite. The smoke is overpowering. Overpowering.
Yeah.
I can't tell what kind of smoke it is.
Read the, I don't want no more.
You don't want any? She don't want any more.
Inside the.
Here, I'll let you read it.
You read, you eat. I'll read, you eat.
I'll probably eat it just because I'm hungry.
I got to find it first. Creamy English cheddar laced with a smoky flavor. Tells me nothing.
I just totally tells us everything.
Cheddar cheese, pasteurized cow's milk, salt, starter culture, vegetarian something, potassium sorbet, natural smoke flavoring, contains milk.
Yeah. Still don't know.
Smoking cheese.
Here, take another bite.
Instead of smoking mirrors, it's smoking
Smoking
cheese.
6 out of 10? What would you give it?
4 out of 10.
Okay. So even we're on different spectrums.
I did not care for it, but it's not one that I would be like, and I'm sure there are some cheeses that would make me go.
We had some macaroni and cheese last night
Oh my goodness.
at the church Christmas party, and it had some white cheddar cheese in it. It was
amazing.
It was great. It was delicious.
And it was kind of on a corkscrew macaroni, wasn't it? It was an unusual shaped macaroni. And I
Really
think that made it even better. I don't know why.
That one might. Hey, drop in the comment your macaroni and cheese recipes. Because we see a lot of, on YouTube, you see a lot of people have different styles of baked macaroni.
Like there's baked, there's the crock pot, there's the stove top, there's all kinds.
What kind do you do? Do you have white cheddar in yours? There was one that you watched one time and you actually reproduced.
It was Paula Deen's, and it had egg in it, and everybody was like, I've never heard of an egg. And yeah.
Yeah, so. All right, that's the day. That's a wrap up of the day. Hey, today's message at church I thought went really well.
Oh, yeah, we got to do couch time.
Couch time. You forgot about
I
couch?
about forgot about couch time.
Zechariah chapter 4 is the last to the next to the last book in the Old Testament. Did somebody just pull in?
No, I think they went up the road.
Okay. Zechariah, next to the last book of the Old, sorry, I got a squirrel. Next to the last book of the Old Testament, Zechariah chapter 4. Zechariah has a vision. He is the priest of Israel. The king of Cyprus is allowing the Babylonian captivities. Cyprus, the king of Persia, is allowing the Babylonian captives to come back to Jerusalem, the Jerusalem captives that's in captivity in Babylon. They're being released. About 50,000 of them is going back to Jerusalem. Zechariah has a vision. The vision is 2 olive trees pouring oil into a basin and going through the lampstand.
And feeding 7 other lamps.
Yeah. And so in that beautiful imagery, he asks Zechariah, he says, hey, what do you see? And Zechariah says, I don't know. I really don't know what I see. And so he begins to explain the vision. And sometimes when we see what God is wanting to do in our lives, sometimes we're overwhelmed by thinking, hey, I can't do that. I don't have the skill set. I don't have the abilities. I don't have the resources. And we begin to discount or discredit what God has for us to do. Because the reason God has left you in human form on this earth is so that you can be a living vessel for Him and accomplish His plan. And through accomplishing His plan, that you bring Him all the glory that He deserves. And so Zechariah didn't understand the vision. And then he explained what the vision was. That he was going to rebuild, Zerubbabel was going to rebuild the temple under the leadership of Zechariah and Haggai. And in this process, the 50,000 exiled Israelites coming back was going to reestablish Israel and Jerusalem and get this thing headed back in the right direction. And in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6, we get this scripture. Not by your power,
Not by might, not by power.
and not by your might, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord.
Amen.
And so that is what I preached about today. You know what? There's 3 areas of our lives that we need to allow the Lord, the power. The title of the message today was the God, okay, the empowerment of God. I can't remember exactly how to title it. I drew a blank there. It's about how God empowers us and the empowerment of God. And in this vision, Zechariah was empowered because he was looking within his own self for his means and resources. But God basically says, hey, there's going to be things in life that doesn't come from you. It's only going to come from Him. It's not by your power. It's not by your strength. It's not by your might. It's only by His Spirit that these things happen. First thing is our temptations. There's some temptations that people struggle with all of their lives because they don't set the healthy boundaries that they need. Some people may struggle with this temptation, but yet they still go to this place or that place where that temptation takes place. Some people struggle with this habit or this thought or that thought, and they still don't set healthy boundaries. And they always live with that temptation when God has said that He wants to set us free from some of those things. And the second thing is our mind. Our mind is a place that the enemy likes to come and distort. The enemy likes to come and try to steal our joy from our minds and from our emotions sometimes. And so in the process of that, he tells us in 2 Corinthians, I think it's chapter 10, he says to take captive every thought for the obedience of Christ. Mm-hmm. We're to control our minds. Oftentimes, I heard a pastor say one time that we forfeit more things than the enemy is able to steal from us. And that means we willingly give it up. We forfeit it. And then lastly, we talked about today, boldness. Not boldness that preaching the gospel, because that's needed too, but the boldness to believe God for the unseen things in our lives. Some of you have prodigal children right now that you're still believing God to bring back home. That's the boldness I'm talking about, in believing God's going to do those things. God gave some of you a vision or I don't want to say a dream,
passion.
I don't want to say premonition, but of maybe what His will was and His plan for your life, and somehow
spoke into your spirit.
Yeah, spoke into your spirit, and somehow you got derailed, or you got detoured, or you got sidetracked. Maybe that happened 10 years ago, and you still think in the back of your spirit, hey, this is what God had for me, and I believe this is what God had for me. And so you need the boldness to believe in the unseen, and you need the boldness to believe in the impossible, that God said when He said this, all things are possible through Him. and believe that and trust that. And so today, may you live through the empowerment of Christ in your life, and may you be victorious over these things we talked about today. Go back, check it out, Browers Wesleyan Facebook page. The sermon was much better than I just gave you the sermonette of. So go back, catch that message. It was really a powerful day today.
It was good. It was a great message. Great message. All right.
The power of empowerment.
The power of empowerment. That was his title.
That was my title. It just came to me. The power of empowerment.
Yes. So he wants to empower us over temptation. He wants to empower us with the mind of giving the Spirit control of our mind, and empower us with boldness to go after the visions and to fulfill the things that God has in our path, in our journey.
I'll give you an example. About 15 years ago, we were transitioning our worship team, and we needed a drummer. And the Lord spoke into my spirit, hey, buy the drums. I will teach you how to play. Now, I had never played the drums in all my life.
And he had been praying for the Lord to send us a drummer.
I'd been praying for the Lord to send us a drummer. And I told Leslie what I felt the Lord share in my spirit, and she says, you need to do it. Now, that took boldness, because I was getting ready to spend about $500 on a drum set that I really didn't need and that I really didn't know how to play. And I was going to set them up in church. And so there was going to be some embarrassment. There was going to be some learning curves. There was going to be like, you really think you can play, preacher? And so had some of those things, maybe some credibility issues and things like that as far as my ability to play. But yet I had the boldness in believing the unseen that God was going to gift me with the ability to play those drums. And he did.
That's my drummer.
And so it took me probably a month to figure out how to play the drums. I didn't play them well for the first month, but in about, 6-8 weeks, I was playing well enough that we incorporated it into the worship, and now I've been playing drums for how long?
Oh, goodness.
Since I bought them.
I have no idea.
And same thing happened with the guitar. Same thing happened with the bass guitar. God spoke things in my spirit. I had the boldness to push through, and I believed him for the impossible. And so that's where we're at. So I encourage you, trust God for the impossible. He can do all things through you. That's
through
it.
him. That strengthens you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Philippians. Yeah. I meant to say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
I knew. You got a little sidetracked.
All right, that's it for tonight.
All right, bye. Bye. We're silly. We're so tired. We've just got plumb silly because we're so tired. It has been go, nonstop. And
we need a blooper reel.
We do need a blooper. Well, you're just going to get it right here in the middle of it. Right. So anyway, we will see you guys next time tomorrow.
Mañana.
And hopefully we'll be rested and make sense tomorrow.
All right, guys, that's it for the Farming Pastor's Wife for tonight. We thank you for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed today.
Remember, the grease is hot enough.
You can fry anything. Good
Bye,
night,
y'all.
guys. Happy Vlogmas.
We can't even go.